Welcome to another edition of Bet with Bobano. It is Wednesday, July 31st. Ian Cameron with you, and this is going to be a brief edition of Bet with Bobano because we don't have many MLB games left on the board here for this Wednesday. A lot of day games, so it'll be a briefer show here today. We'll get through the remainder of the card. Before we get into the remainder of the card, tomorrow is a big day. It is the release of my NFL and college football season win totals and futures betting report, and it is the time to get on board with that subscription right now. The 6 months all sports Dub Club subscription, again, down to $250 from the regular price of $400, and that offer lasts until August 24th, the very first day of the college football season. So it is the time to get on board right now with the 6 month option. And again, with that, you'll get the season win totals and futures betting report. Looking forward to unveiling that to everyone tomorrow. And again, with that, you're going to get college football, conference division futures, national championship futures, playoff, make or miss the playoff futures as well, part of the report. NFL, you're going to see division conference futures, Super Bowl futures, season win totals, and of course, some season-long player prop bets as well that I think are worth a wager and worth a look. Also going to be part of the report as well. So again, that is going to be unveiled tomorrow. The annual NFL and college football season win totals and futures betting report. And again, 6 months all sports takes you right now through to the end of January. The entire NFL regular season, the majority of the playoffs, the college football season. And again, you could time it to wait until right before August 24th to sign up, and you'll get the Super Bowl included with the 6 months all sports discount subscription as well. So $250 US for that. Looking to have another very solid football season after 22.2 units in both NFL and college football combined last year. So again, 6 months all sports. Great time to get on board with that. Just $250 US, down from the regular price of $400. 1 month all sports, regular price $75. 3 months all sports, regular price $200. 1 year all sports, regular price $750. And all of those Dub Club subscription options are my full card, every single wager in every sport every day. But if you're looking for something a little simplistic, a little selective, and only my stronger opinions, my best bets and top plays in all sports on a daily basis, then your option is the SoBet subscription for just $9.95 per month. We've had profit in 7 of the last 11 days in all sports over at SoBet with the best bet subscription. Again, $9.95 per month for that subscription. Again, best bets and top plays only at SoBet in every sport. So you can also get on board with that. And also with the SoBet subscription, you'll have access to all the other all the other content providers and handicappers that post plays on that SoBet platform as well. All right, let's break down the remainder of this MLB card. There are only 5 games left. We'll begin with the Cubs and the Reds. Kyle Hendricks, Nick Lodolo, the pitching matchup. Cincy minus 150, home favorites, 9.5 the total. I definitely favor the Reds here. The question is, do you want to lay minus 150? I don't, but I do think they win this game. I trust Lodolo more than I trust Kyle Hendricks, who, as we've talked about most of the season, hasn't been very good for the Chicago Cubs. And I don't necessarily have utmost confidence in him to be able to get the holy shit, excuse me, to get the job done. He's been terrible. He's given up 9 runs in his last 10 innings, Kyle Hendricks. So it hasn't been very good at all from him. And the one thing about Lodolo that does concern me, even though I still trust him more than I trust Kyle Hendricks, is he's pitched a little bit worse here at Great American Ballpark. His home ERA is worse than his road ERA. I actually like the over here. I bet it at 9 early in the day. It's gone up to 9.5. I do think we'll see some runs. There's been a ton of runs in these day games today. And it's a sign at the times that it's just a hot, muggy conditions, hitting conditions, if you will. So I would expect this total. I'm not surprised, I should say, this total's gone up. I like the over, and I would certainly only look at the Reds and the Cincinnati side here with Lodolo in this game. All right, next up, it's Pittsburgh and Houston. It looks like it is a pitching change here for the Pirates, and they are going to go with, it looks like, John Woodford on the mound, Framber Valdez on the mound for the Houston Astros, Jake Woodford, I should say, for Pittsburgh. Framber Valdez, the lefty, for the Astros. Houston minus 220, home favorites, 8 the total. This is the usual spot that I normally like to bet on a team. It's a home team, a good home team. Trying to avoid a sweep. Obviously, Pittsburgh's won the first 2 games of this series. I took Pittsburgh on Monday night with Paul Skeens. I actually took Hunter Brown and the Astros last night, but they did me wrong, unfortunately. Didn't get the job done. It wasn't the best start from Hunter Brown, and they got shut down by Bailey Falter, which I did not expect. Valdez has been in better form lately. There's no doubt he's pitched better, 2 runs or less in 3 straight starts. And the Astros are 5-0 in Valdez last 5 starts. So they got the right guy on the mound, but I'm not laying minus 210. And Pittsburgh's playing well. I think the value's with Pittsburgh, but with Woodford, who's a guy that pitched, mediocre numbers last year, starting for the St. Louis actually for the White Sox last year. He was with St. Louis 4 years before that. This year he's got a 10.8 ERA, 8.3 innings. He's given up 10 runs on 15 hits. Those aren't great numbers. So it's a good spot for Houston, but I don't want to lay this kind of, I don't think the value's great. So it's a pass for me when it comes to Pirates and Astros. All right, next up, we've got the Dodgers and the Padres. What a thrilling comeback by the Padres last night, walking off the Dodgers in extra innings after being down 5-0, coming all the way back to win 6-5. What a call by Don Orsillo, too. That guy, what an announcer. What a play-by-play guy. What a team they are. Him and the Mudcat, Mark Grant, one of my favorite broadcast teams in baseball. We've got San Diego minus 135, home favorites, 7 the total. I think San Diego might win again. San Diego's been kind of a bet-on team for me, a team that's played well here since the All-Star break. The Dodgers, remember, they've got some key injuries that they have to deal with. It's not a fully healthy team right now. Freddie Freeman, doubtful. Chris Taylor's on the injured list. Obviously, Mookie Betts is out indefinitely. Max Muncy's out. I mean, there's some key bats out of this lineup. And look, Dodgers have managed to still play pretty good baseball since the All-Star break without those guys. But suddenly it's starting to catch up to them. They lose 2 or 3 to Houston. They lose 6-5 yesterday to San Diego. They got to face Dylan Cease, who, as we know, when he's on, he's as good as it gets. He's given up 3 runs or less in 4 straight starts. His track record against the Dodgers, pretty good as well. Actually, had 1 bad start, 1 good start against the Dodgers. And who knows what we're going to get with Kershaw. This is only a second start after an extended absence, returning from the IL. They managed his workload in the first start against San Francisco, 2 runs, 6 hits, 4 innings for Clayton Kershaw. I just like what I'm seeing out of the Padres. I have not bet them, and I don't think I will because of where the price is. I don't know if I want to lay minus 135 necessarily with San Diego, but I like the momentum that they are playing with right now, and I would still lean to the Padres here as home favorites in this one. All right, next up, it is the Colorado Rockies, LA Angels, Kyle Freeland, Davis Daniel, the pitching matchup in this one. We've got the LA Angels minus 140, home favorites, 8.5 being the total in this game. Kyle Freeland for the Rockies. He's going to try to stop the bleeding for this team, but he did not pitch well in his last start. 6 runs, 8 hits, 4 innings against San Francisco. We'll see how he fares here against the Angels. Mixed bag for him in his career against the Angels. They like Davis Daniel, the Angels, but he's made his last 2 starts here in July, and he's given up 12 runs in just 9 innings. Hasn't been very good, so hard to trust him. Colorado, great start to the game last night. They got to Griffin Canning, but unfortunately the Angels got to Cal Quantrill and then that Rockies bullpen and ended up winning 10-7. I'd still lean Rockies. I don't want to lay a price with the Angels and Davis Daniel. I think the Colorado's still worth a look in this game. Should see some runs. The over's probably in play, but it'll be a Rockies and over type of game for me here. All right, final game, Bay Area battle. Oakland Athletics, San Francisco Giants, Ross Stripling, Logan Webb, the pitching matchup. San Francisco minus 210, home favorites, 7.5 the total in this game. Ross Stripling, we've talked about him quite a bit this year. Hasn't really pitched all that well for the Oakland Athletics. We'll see how he fares here in this matchup. But you're talking about someone that in his first, well, he struggled in May. They've put him on the shelf for a bit. Comes back into the rotation for Oakland 6 days ago and really wasn't any better against the Angels. 5 runs, 6 hits, 5.2 innings. So hasn't been good for Ross Stripling. I don't know if it's going to be all that much better for him here against the San Francisco Giants, even though San Francisco got shut down by J.P. Sears last night in the series opener. I think San Francisco will do a better job getting their offense going here tonight against a guy that's obviously struggling here in Ross Stripling. Meanwhile, you've got Logan Webb on the other side for San Francisco. And, he's normally a pitcher I like, a pitcher I think that, especially at home, you want to bet on. And his home numbers are actually still very good, 3 ERA at home this season. But he's not been very good lately. 8.44 ERA in his last 3 starts for Logan Webb for San Francisco. He's given up 15 runs on 25 hits in the last 16 innings. Oh, he has been roughed up. He has given up a lot of hard hit contact, 2 home runs in the last 3 starts. The Giants are 0-3 in his last 3 starts as well. So I would take a shot with Oakland again, honestly. San Francisco, a little overpriced here. Logan Webb, a little overpriced because he's pitching, even though his long-term numbers here in San Francisco are very good. He's not in good form right now. Oakland's probably hitting the ball a little bit better than San Francisco. And look, they were a big dog last night, and they got the job done. They might just do so again. I mean, I don't think you could do worse things than take plus 175, plus 180 with Oakland here tonight in this game. And I think we might see this game get over the total as well. Certainly think San Francisco can do damage against a struggling Ross Stripling. I think Oakland, with the way they're swinging the bats lately and the way Logan Webb has kind of declined here these last 3 starts, I think the Athletics should be able to score some runs as well. So I do like the over here as well with the A's and the Giants. All right, there you go. That is the Wednesday MLB slate. A reminder, we've got lots coming up on the channel. Bet with Bobano daily. A lot of NFL division and college football conference preview videos will be posted on the channel in the next few days and few weeks. Every college football conference and every NFL division. So looking forward to having those posted on the channel. And also being uploaded very soon within the next hour will be this week's edition of Ian Cameron's Football Frenzy for CFL Week 9. So that is coming up as well. So get ready for that. All right, best bet here for this Wednesday MLB slate. Wasn't my best night last night, and certainly we got to kick the best bets into high gear. Just made the wrong decisions with best bets on this show, which is why, again, you should be. It's worth it to be a subscriber. Again, I don't differentiate much between one bet and the other. So I try to pick good best bets, but it's not always going to work out. So that's the advantage of being a subscriber. You get every bet, and there's not much differential as far as how much I wager on each bet. So that's the way it works out usually. But I'm going to go to Cubs and Reds. I'm going to go over 9, minus 120 at bookmaker. Most books have 9.5, but shop around. There are still a couple 9s out there. I think we'll see runs scored tonight with the Cubs and the Reds in Great American Ballpark. So Cubs, Reds, over 9, minus 120. That will be my best bet here for this Wednesday MLB slate, the night slate, with the remainder of this card. All right, great stuff. Timothy, thanks for joining us in the YouTube chat. Everyone else tuning in, hit the like button on the way out. I'm Ian Cameron. Thanks for watching. Bet like Tony Soprano. Bet with Bobano. And we will see you again tomorrow for another edition of Bet with Bobano.